Claude Fable 5 sounds like just another AI model until you understand what it is really built to do. This is not only about chatting with a smarter bot, this is about AI moving closer to real work. In this video, I will explain Claude Fable 5 in normal language. No complicated AI jargon, no hype circus, no pretending it is magic. Just what it is, why people care, and what it could mean for you. People are talking about Claude 5 because it represents a bigger shift. AI is moving from simply answering questions to helping plan, analyze, build, revise, and complete more serious tasks. The simple version is this. Claude Fable 5 is an advanced AI model from Anthropic, designed to handle harder problems, longer tasks, complex documents, coding, reasoning, and workflows that need more than one quick answer.
A basic chatbot is like someone who answers when you ask. Claude 5.5 is closer to a digital work partner that can help organize a project, break it into steps, and push the work forward.
The big difference is not just intelligence. The difference is endurance. Claude Fable 5 is built for longer, more demanding work, not just quick messages and simple summaries. Imagine hiring an assistant. A basic assistant answers small questions. A stronger assistant reads the files, understands the goal, drafts a plan, checks the details, and helps you move from idea to execution. That is why Claude Fable 5 matters. It is part of the move from AI as a tool you ask to AI as a system you delegate work to. Claude Fable 5 is a large AI model created by Anthropic. In simple terms, it is software trained to understand language, reason through problems, analyze information, write text, read documents, and help with complex tasks. But calling it just software does not really explain why people are excited. The real point is that models like this can act like a flexible thinking engine for many types of work. You can ask it to explain something, write something, compare something, organize something, debug something, summarize something, or help create a plan. And unlike older AI tools that worked best with short, that means it can be useful when the problem is messy. Not just write me a caption, but understand this project, these constraints, these documents, and help me decide what to do next. For normal users, this means Claude Fable 5 is not only a question-answer machine. It can become a writing assistant, research assistant, coding assistant, business assistant, and workflow assistant. The important word is assistant, not replacement. It can help you move faster, but it still needs direction, review, and human judgment. Claude Fable 5 is important because AI is changing shape. The first wave was about chat. The next wave is about work, not just talking about tasks, but helping complete them. That shift changes everything. If AI can help with longer work, then creators, developers, freelancers, students, businesses, and small teams can attempt bigger projects with less friction. A creator can turn one idea into a full content system. A developer can move faster from concept to prototype. A business owner can organize documents, emails, reports, and customer information. This is why people care, not because Claude Fable 5 can write a nice paragraph, but because it can help reduce the gap between idea and execution. Most people do not lack ideas, they're like, AI models like Claude Fable 5 attack that bottleneck. They do not remove all the work, but they can make the work less heavy. That is the real opportunity. Less blank page, less confusion, less manual repetition, more planning, testing, building, and improving. Let's make this practical. What can Claude Fable 5 actually help with? The first major area is writing and communication. It can help write emails, scripts, reports, summaries, proposals, explanations, social posts, newsletters, documentation, and business messages. But the best results come when you give clear context. The second area is documents. Claude Fable 5 can help understand long material, summarize it, extract key points, compare sections, create checklists, and turn messy information into something usable. This is valuable because modern life is full of document chaos. PDFs, contracts, manuals, policies, notes, transcripts, meeting summaries, spreadsheets, reports, and research files. The third area is coding. Claude Fable 5 can help plan software, write code, explain bugs, create tests, improve interfaces, document projects, and help developers move faster. But coding is also where caution matters. AI-generated code still needs testing, security review, and human understanding. A working demo is not the same as safe production software. The fourth area is analysis. Claude Fable 5 can help compare options, explain trade-offs, analyze data, find patterns, and turn complicated information into plain English. The fifth area is workflows. This is where things get interesting. Instead of asking one question, you can ask it to help with a whole sequence of steps. For example, research a topic, create an outline, write a draft, improve the structure, generate title ideas, create a checklist, and prepare a publishing plan. That kind of workflow is why people call this new phase Agentic. It means AI is not only responding, it is helping move through a task step by step. The word Agentic sounds technical, but the idea is simple. An AI agent is an AI system that can take a goal and work through steps to reach it. Normal. That does not mean the AI becomes fully independent. It means it can help plan and execute multi-step work with more continuity. For normal people, this matters because real work is not work. Claude Fable 5 is interesting because it is designed for longer horizon work. In normal language, that means it can stay useful across a bigger task. But this is also where risk appears. The more steps an AI takes, the more important it becomes to add checkpoints in human review. So who is Claude Fable for? First, creators. If you make videos, posts, podcasts, newsletters, or digital products, it can help turn one idea into many content assets.
It can help create hooks, scripts.
Second, developers. Claude 5 can help with coding, debugging, architecture, documentation, testing, refactoring, and understanding unfamiliar code bases.
But developers should not treat it as a magic button. The best developer uses AI as acceleration, not as blind replacement for technical judgment.
Third, freelancers. Writers, consultants, designers, marketers, virtual assistants, analysts, and automation specialists can use Claude Fable 5 to deliver work faster and more systematically. Fourth, small businesses. They can use it for emails, customer replies, FAQs, proposals, training documents, reports, social content, and internal processes.
Fifth, students and self-learners. Claude Fable 5 can explain concepts, create study plans, quiz you, summarize topics, and help you learn faster.
But students should be careful. Using AI to understand is powerful. Using AI to avoid thinking is dangerous. Learning still requires effort. The people who benefit most are not the laziest users. They are the clearest users, people who know what they want, give context, and review the result. The biggest difference between older AI tools and Claude Fable 5 is the type of work it is meant to handle. Older tools were often best for short answers and simple tasks. Claude Fable 5 is built for more demanding work, longer context, deeper reasoning, complex instructions, coding workflows, document analysis, and tasks that require more patience.
Think of it like the difference between asking someone a question in the hallway and sitting with a specialist who helps you work through an entire project.
That does not mean every answer will be perfect. It means the model is more useful for ambitious tasks when the user provides strong direction. This is why. A week? Here is a simple example. Imagine you want to start a YouTube channel about AI, but you feel overwhelmed and do not know where to begin. A basic AI tool might give you 10 video ideas, useful but limited. Claude Fable 5 can help you build the whole system around those ideas. It can help define the audience, create a channel description, write video titles, build scripts, suggest thumbnails, create. That is the difference. You are not just asking for content. You are building a repeatable workflow. Now imagine the same idea for a business. A small company needs customer emails, product descriptions, FAQs, onboarding documents, and weekly reports. Claude Fable 5 can help create the structure, but the business owner still needs to review the information, check accuracy, and make sure the tone matches the brand. The best use is collaboration. The human sets the direction, the AI generates, organizes, and accelerates, then the human reviews and decides. Now let's talk about the risks, because this is where many AI videos become irresponsible. Claude Fable 5 may be powerful, but powerful does not mean perfect. The first risk is overtrust. If an AI answer sounds professional, people may believe it without checking. That is dangerous. A polished mistake can be worse than an obvious mistake. It can look ready to send, ready to publish, or ready to use, even when it contains a hidden problem. The second risk is privacy. The more useful AI becomes, the more people want to upload sensitive documents, client data, business plans, code, contracts, and spreadsheets. Before uploading information, ask whether it is private, confidential, regulated, personal, or commercially sensitive. Convenience should never replace data protection. The third risk is cost. Powerful models can be expensive, especially with long context, large outputs, API use, and repeated agentic workflows. The fourth risk is automation without breaks. If you let AI act through many steps without checkpoints, small mistakes can compound into bigger failures. The fifth risk is dependency. If AI does all your thinking, your own judgment can weaken. Use AI to think better, not to stop thinking. So the safe rule is simple. Use Claude Fable 5 as leverage, not as the final authority. Here's how to use Claude Fable 5 well. Start by giving it a clear role, a clear goal, and enough context to understand the problem. Do not just say, help me with this. Say what you are trying to achieve, who the output is for, what constraints matter, and what format you need. Ask it to explain assumptions. Ask it what could be wrong. Ask it to suggest checks. Ask it to give you options instead of one final answer. For important work, split the task into stages. Research first, then outline, then draft, then review, then improve, then final check. This makes AI more reliable because you are not asking it to jump from confusion to finished product in one step. Use Claude Fable 5 for first drafts, structure, analysis, brainstorming, comparison, and acceleration. Use your own judgment for final decisions. The better your process, the better the model becomes. Not because the model changes, but because you are guiding it with more clarity. Claude Fable 5 is part of a bigger trend. Work is becoming more AI-assisted. The question is not whether AI will touch your industry. It probably will. The better question is, which parts of your work can be improved, accelerated, organized, or automated with AI? Emails, reports, research, documents, coding, content, customer support, planning, analysis, training, and internal knowledge are all areas where AI can help. But the people who win will not be the people who blindly use every new model. They will be the people who understand problems and build useful workflows. AI does not automatically create value. Value appears when AI is connected to a real need, a clear process, and a useful outcome. That is why Claude Fable 5 matters for normal people. It is not only for engineers. It is for anyone who wants to work with more leverage. So should you care about Claude Fable 5 if you are not technical? Yes, but you do not need to panic or learn everything overnight.
You do not need to understand every benchmark, model architecture, safety system, or API detail. You need to understand what it can help you do.
Start small. Use it to summarize something, plan something, improve something, organize something, or explain something difficult.
Then build from there, one workflow at a time.
That is how normal people become AI native, not by memorizing jargon, but by practicing useful AI collaboration. Claude Fable 5 is not the end of the story. It is one step in a much bigger AI shift. The models will keep changing, but the skill of using them well will keep mattering. So in normal language, Claude Fable 5 is an advanced AI model designed to help with harder, longer, more practical work. It can help you write code, analyze, summarize, research, organize, plan, and build workflows, but it still needs human direction, verification, and responsibility.
The biggest mistake is thinking AI is either magic or useless. It is neither. It is leverage, and leverage depends on the person using it.
If you use Claude Fable 5 only to chat, you may be impressed, but if you use it to build systems, you may actually change how you work.
The future belongs to people who can combine AI speed with human judgment, creativity, ethics, and practical problem solving.
This is Scribbleshock AI, where we turn AI chaos into simple, useful visual stories. Subscribe for more AI tools, risks, opportunities, and breakthroughs explained without hype. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing AI content and tutorials. See you in the next video.